Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's been a pretty turbulent winter, I guess. It depends on what week you're talking about. One day it's freezing, the next day it's warm and it's sunny. Nonetheless, welcome to the Southern Comfort Podcast. If this is your first time joining, don't let it be your last. All right. However, if you've been riding with me, rocking with me since radio, and you just transition over with me to podcasting, I should appreciate you. The best is yet to come. I'm more of a behind the scenes. I just give me this microphone right here, and I'm good. So I'm still kind of trying to get that whole, make sure my facial is okay. You know what I'm saying? So after you spend a lot of time in four walls in the studio, it's a craft you have to hone into and learn. Nonetheless, thank you guys for being patient and joining, especially during the January months, 2023. As I've said before, had a lot going on, but I felt like it was a good opportunity to really sit back, assess some situations, and come back just a little out of it stronger. All right. A little out of it stronger. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. We are have a presence on Instagram, also on Facebook. And if you know me, you know me, of course, Keita Hodge King. I'm there. I'm there. So again, if this is your first time joining the platform, this is not just a platform that is basically just solely based on Southern Soul artists. It's very heavily that way, obviously, because of my music background. But anything that the South embodies, even if it's not traditional, but if it's something that is beneficial and it's something we own and on our own, and it has been, birthed here, and we're living it out, then absolutely, this is the channel, this is the podcast for you. My shout out to MCD Boots. This is the first Black female boot store owner, and Western boot store owner, period. So gotta go out and support her, of course. Shout out to Big Rob for Big Rob Popcorn. We're just out here just entrepreneuring and things and doing our thing. So if for whatever reason you don't see an actual artist or whatever, you definitely see something that's beneficial to you, something that I value. Because if I don't value it, it won't make the show. It is what it is. But anyways, okay. So with no further ado, so I'm super excited about this artist that's coming on. I'm about to bring her on, but let me just say this: I love the fact that she's different. I love the fact that she is paving her own way. I love the fact that she is unapologetically who she is. So I'm gonna bring her in. And then I'm gonna tell her what I tell everybody. So hold on just a second. Let's bring her in.
What's up?
There she is. How are you, honey?
I'm good, Miss Keita. How are you?
I am great. I am so great. And I'm so glad to have you on the show, which I know I've told you that off the record, but I want to tell you in front of everybody. I'm super excited about this interview. I'm excited to have you on the show, which I'll be excited to have everybody on the show, but so don't get me wrong, and don't nobody, sometimes people take stuff the wrong way, but like I'm always excited about talking and having good quality conversation. But I'm super excited about having you on the show because your everything about you is very, very different, and that those type things excite me. And I'm just happy that you are here, and we gonna have a conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell
Yes,
everybody,
we will.
and we'll just let people eavesdrop on it.
All right.
Lucky them. Lucky them. All right. Okay. So Drea, not, but your name is actually Andrea. Am I pronouncing it right?
It's Andrea.
I know. I know too many of y'all because I say that because sometimes it's spelled the same way.
It is.
But you Andreas will get offended if it's pronounced the wrong way. And it's like, we don't know what your mama was thinking, but I got you now. So say it one more time so I don't mess it up.
It's Andrea.
Andrea. Well,
Yes,
shout
ma'am.
out to my homegirl, Andrea. It probably took me 2 years to get that down. And
Oh,
but anyways, well, welcome to the show. Super glad that you were here. And
glad to be here.
so let's just chat. So you're from Hammond?
Hammond, Louisiana, born and raised. I moved around a little bit, but that's where I'm originally from.
That's your roots. What we looking at, like a population of about what 20,000 maybe?
Yeah,
So what
real small country town. Yes,
that like growing up in Hammond?
country. Nah, it's quiet. Started out quiet. I was raised by my grandmother in a very like small neighborhood that really started out with like 3 houses. Then the population grew
Yeah.
to maybe 30 houses, 20 maybe. But yeah, it's quiet. It's chill. It's not too much going on in Hammond.
So when you pass down the street, if you're driving down the road and you coming, you in a car or meeting, what do you do? Do you wave? There. Now I can officially say yes, you're from the country. Listen, the hometown my dad grew up in. Well, I mean, pretty much for the most part, me too. You don't even want another population.
Oh, we
Oh,
20.
no, 501. The last time we checked.
God, dog, that's
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm eating, but like, yeah, literally 501. And like I graduated from there, and I was the only black girl to graduate from that school, and I was one of 27 people. Period.
whoa. That's yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So we can relate on that level. Um, let's talk about what got you into singing, and then we'll kind of transition into what got you into Southern Soul singing. Can you hear me good?
yeah, I can hear you
Okay.
real good.
Okay.
Okay. So what got me into singing, I've been singing since I was like 5. I played ball too. Since I was 5
You
years old.
vibes.
Play
You, yeah.
Yo, Chef Curry with the shot.
Hey, hey.
Okay. But I started in church. Like I said, I was raised by my grandmother, and she put me in that church choir. That was my extracurricular for the moment until I started really like playing ball and doing that over the summer and stuff like that. But yeah,
So what was your song you sang in choir? Like what was your this Drea song?
yeah, something about the name of Jesus.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
Okay. See, mine was Sign Me Up.
What?
Do you know that song?
You have to sing it to me,
Oh,
but I
it's
believe
old
I
school.
do.
It's so it I swear we sang that on the plantation. But like it's really it's
Dr. Mills.
it's right there with Swing Low Sweet Chariot.
Oh.
But I'm not real. I'm just I mean, sing, but I'm not a singer. And but my grandmother always wanted me to be. She's a missionary, so I get it. Like choir, I was there. Choir practice,
Oh yeah.
I was
Yeah. Yeah.
always, and then revivals. And do you remember the federations? They used to have something called federations.
Whew.
Don't worry, but don't hurt yourself. That's old school, really, really throwback. As a matter of fact, I'm dating myself, so let's go ahead and move forward. Uh, I ain't trying to do that. All right, so you started in the church choir, and then being raised by your grandmother or whatever, and then so what made you decide? I love the Lord, want to continue to sing these type songs, but there's something else pulling me. Like, what made you decide to go into secular music?
Well, I'd say some of my peers because while being in the choir with a lot of people that could sing, and I mean, I'm talking about we had a few people that could really sing.
Y'all had some singers.
We had some singers, and like I said, we were young but could sing. And um, I remember a guy, his name was Tyron, and he started kind of doing more R&B music, and I was like, yeah, that's the type of stuff I want to do. I like that. That's nice and smooth and jazzy. Let's do that. So he was definitely kind of an influence on that end, but I sung in the church choir, but I didn't take up like singing in choir in school or anything like that because I'd play ball from all the way from 5 till I graduated high school. So I didn't actually start taking music serious and becoming a recording artist until I didn't get a scholarship for basketball um, when I graduated.
That
So
was that was hard to, especially if that was your passion. That was hard to get over.
right, yeah, it was good, but I was like, okay, let's go on into a new journey because basketball to me, I love it. I love the sport, but it started becoming like more of a job, and I just wanted to keep it fun. Like I actually, with music, strange. I love all the downs that come with it, all the struggles, all the hustle, all the grind. I love every bit of it. I love being uncomfortable. So I like this journey that I'm on with music, and to me, with that, I'm the one to blame if all else fails. But I gotta put my 100%, 120% in. I can't really depend on everybody. I really gotta put my work in.
So you would definitely choose to have you would choose music over any sporting your basketball because that's
Absolutely.
okay. You said that without hesitation, so I know that's the real.
Yeah, absolutely. It was something I talked about frequently with my parents, like wanting to go into like piano classes and start really learning how to play different instruments. And that's one thing I really want to do. At the age I am now, I really want to learn how to play the piano, the guitar, the drums, and the bass. I think I'd be pretty good at it. I know I took a piano course when I did go to college, like that first semester I did, and I picked up pretty quick. So I think I'd be pretty dope at it.
Something you should definitely explore, being that you're talking about it even now, and you
Yeah.
enjoyed it. You know when you were kind of immersed into it. So yeah. So let me ask you this: do you play any instruments at all?
No, I play the drums a little bit, but that's a little bit.
So
Just a little bit, like one, two. Yep.
no, I get it. And if I was actually set up like I need to be, I had that. I had actually had that whole little drum thing right here on my hotkey. But
What?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But we just gonna keep on talking. So let me ask you this: so when you did decide to go into secular music for whatever reason, did that have any bearing on you and your grandmother's relationship? Like,
No,
how'd that go?
it didn't. It didn't at all. She loves me. She loves me always. She
Shout out to
always will. Yeah, shout out to mama. Yeah, she loves me always. She just wanted to see me happy. So
yeah.
if that's what made me happy, then that's what it was gonna be.
Okay. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having dinner.
It's all good. No, that's a snack.
Listen, this is dinner for me because let me tell you why, and then I'm gonna get moving forward. I feel like I don't be knowing exactly where this weight be coming from. I don't know if it's age. I don't know what it is, but it's like now I just need some crackers and water at this point. Like no, but honestly, at the end of the day, all I need to do is get back into a workout regimen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not to use it as an excuse, but recovering from a broken ankle. But I do feel like though this whole broken ankle and sprained foot, I feel like it's one of those opportunities that has come about to say you need to get back active. So until I can actively like move about, these calories I can burn sitting still.
What? The popcorn calories.
No, but I'm back on it anyways. Okay, so don't get me to clowning because I'll get I'll get off track. All right, so you got started singing in the choir. You transitioned. You met someone who kind of introduced you. Well, maybe not introduced you, but like made it more appealing
Yeah.
to
Yes.
do and don't let me speak for you, but like to do the whole southern. I mean, not southern soul yet, but the whole
Yeah. Like R&B style.
like
Right. You would call it secular music.
girl, you got your sanctified, which is and you got your secular, who is the ain'ts. And for me,
Okay.
I don't necessarily have to choose.
Right.
That's
Okay.
just me. And I can shout out to Kim, who has made it a beautiful and happy marriage to speak to all things that are attractive, all things that are potentially, sexual or sensual or whatever, but at the same time, not hurting anybody,
Right.
not no laws, not doing anything, um, not doing anything that anybody else would not enjoy for themselves. So I'm gonna move forward and segue into this. You are an openly lesbian artist.
That is true.
Okay.
That is absolutely correct.
Okay, so let's talk about that. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Let me say that I really am, because it takes a lot of guts, period, to be an artist. Just to be a female artist, or just be a female in this industry. And then when you add in the fact that your lifestyle is, or your life, period, your preference, however you want to package it, it don't matter. It's yours. How,
Right.
whatever it is, like when you add that in, that comes with another um barrier sometimes, or different type of connotation. So transition me and those who are listening, and thank you guys who are listening again. Help us transition from you as the young lady who's just trying to satisfy her grandmother and give praises to the good Lord, because
Right.
I don't think you have to compromise one for the other. That's just
Right.
me. I just don't.
Right.
So, but a young lady who, of course, we're all impressionable at a certain age. You are in the church or whatever, and then but you understand and you realize, and you're kind of coming into your own, and you're like,
Yeah.
this is where I am. What does that look like?
What does that look like from that to that? Okay. Um, I'd say it looked like, oh my God. That's what it looked like. Not for my grandmother per se. My dad is very, 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 when I tell you, very heavily into the church.
He's religious.
He's very religious.
Okay.
So coming into that, it was like, oh my God, more so with him than anybody in the world. Crazy. Not crazy, but yeah, more so with him than anybody in the world. Love him. But yes, that was like, oh my God. Like, and then, okay, now you want to do this type of music too? Oh my God. Times three. Right. So, um, it was very hard to be open with him and to confess my sexuality with him, because we really had conversation about it. And I was young, very young.
When you say young, how old were you?
I was like 16, 17,
Okay. Okay.
something like that. And I told him, and it was like, mm, okay, but you know what the Bible says, right? So, I mean, man, we would take long drives from him picking me up from school to work with him quoting me Bible scriptures.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was crazy. But um, I believe in God. Yes, I do. Um, I have to say I'm a more of a spiritual person, correct? Because I've been in church and I've seen things that I've also disagreed with, but also I believe there's a higher being that watches over me that helps me get through so many things. Because without that, sometimes I don't know where I would be. But
No. Yeah.
yeah, that transition was kind of hard. Definitely hard. My grandmother, she didn't really question me too much. My mom was like, "I will love you always." That's a mother's love. It was kind of shocking to see my dad react and act the way he did. So
Are you guys now, you, your dad, um, and your grandmother who kind of introduced you or kind of put you into the musical sector or whatever, even though it was spiritual. Or do you feel like you guys are on a good page right, or on the same page right now?
well, my grandmother passed in 2017. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
we were always in a great place. That's
Right.
that's my heart. That's my baby. She's the ultimate motivation for me to continue to go. She died of cancer in 2017. I remember quitting work to make sure she was, very well taken care of through her transition to a higher calling, right? So, that's my baby,
I
right?
can. Oh,
Love her, love you. Anyways, but my dad, this relationship probably this year, and really don't care how he feel about me saying this. I feel like I have took the initiative to really mend it and bring it closer because I'm 28 now and I feel like going on into my 30s, I don't want any grudges. I don't want any type of bad connections with people. Like I'm in a place where I want a lot of positivity and healing and I guess very good vibes.
right.
Great aura. You know what I'm saying? Like I need that.
It's enough bad energies. It's enough BS out there. And the people who you really deem valuable in your life, and the people that you really, really, really are connected to, and you love, you want to have that,
Right.
especially with them, especially.
Right.
So okay, so let's move forward to your music. First of all, I love your music. I'm confused. I'm gonna tell you, I really and I told you, I said we're not gonna talk too much on the phone because I want us to be 100.
Right.
Yes,
I feel that.
because I don't know. Like I love Drea. I don't know if I love you as a neo soul artist, but then I'm listening to Blame It All on Me, and
Ah.
it's just like, so I don't know. I don't know. I just know your I love your vibe. I love your lyrics, and obviously, I mean they're not kindergarten lyrics. They're well, that's no shade at anyone. I'm just saying, like I'm a wordsmith,
Right.
so I pay attention to those type things. You have really, really, really good lyrics. And now your lyrics are to women,
Yes.
to our significant others. I put it that way. You know,
Yes.
and so, but it's one of those things where if a dude is listening to your music, because you one thing I like about you, I'm gonna tell you, is this. You straight up, if you talking to your girl, your woman, you say that. You it's not it ain't a matter of,
Yeah.
there's no second guessing who your
No.
audience is or who your subject matter is. And it takes a lot of it takes a bold person to come out and literally just say how it's, think about, take it, let's take it back to oh gosh, okay, so help me, Drea. um
Okay.
or
Okay.
around a room of made the sun.
Frank Ocean. Yeah.
I lo- I loved him. But it was like when people realized he was talking to a man or referring to an experience with a man, you haven't heard anything else from him. Does that scare you?
No. It doesn't scare me now because we're actually in a time where that's okay. Don't know how long that's gonna last, but there's so many LGBTQ artists now that are, yeah, this is what it is. This is what they saying, and I'm not even talking about on a small level. I'm talking about on a major level. And then probably I do truly believe that even with that, some people may be like, okay, we let you come out like this. Can we kind of like tone it to a more versatile crowd a little bit for this next project? I feel like on a major scale that probably would be a thing, but
I was gonna say, would you budge? Would
uh
you ever sing? I should really make this plead the fifth. But would you ever budge or bend necessarily, but not break for someone saying you gotta sing to a man?
yeah, I ain't budging. And I'm not breaking. Let's compromise.
The beautiful
I
thing
can, I can make
about
lyrics without saying man or woman. I've been a writer since I was 12 years old. English was my favorite subject. Advance each, so let's compromise here.
well, men can actually put in your music, and the stuff that you're saying is like, did you hear what she said? They kind of learn, like, you could kind of take a page from her book. So what I'm saying is, if people have an open mind like that, like me, there's nothing there's nothing there's nothing about the lyrics of the music that I've listened to that's off-putting at all.
Right.
And I could easily plug in, or a guy could easily plug in what she's saying, because it's based on life. It's based on
Yeah.
experiences. It's based on things that male, female, or indifferent, people have experienced or gone through. So
Yes.
so
Yeah.
so what I would like to see is, and we're gonna talk about your Southern Soul stuff in just a second, but like, what I would like to see is people be more lyrically inclined, I guess,
Mm,
and not so judgmental about things, and really listen. Because my thing is, if you say something I can relate to,
yeah.
then I can relate to it. I don't give a damn that you're a woman. I don't. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do. Like, but what I'm saying is, it doesn't. If I was not, it would make me feel like. But one thing about it, though, Drea, you're in a better situation than Frank Ocean, because
Yeah.
they won't cancel you because you're pretty, you're beautiful, and
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just being 100. It's something about it that men particularly are more acceptable with, uh with where you are. I again want to applaud you before we move on, but like, I want to applaud you for being you, releasing music that is good, quality music, and you're just putting it out there. You
Thank you.
putting it out there. So let's talk
Thank you.
about, okay, so before I make change.
Sit your $5. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my joint. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Before I make, so I really do make music off my experiences or other people's experiences through conversation. It's crazy how I write lyrics because DJ Khaled kind of does the same thing. He's like, let's talk, let's have a conversation about something that happened, da 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 da, and then I start writing. It's crazy. But before I make changes, definitely about someone. Definitely about someone, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like be satisfied, be grateful, like and like, bro, if you don't, man, you really, you better sit your $5 ass down before I make
Um,
change,
hey,
right? And I love
that's them
what's that
like
movie?
experience. Like that's something that you. I'm sorry, I gotta ask. Like,
You good? You good?
yeah,
You said, is that what now?
did that song in particular stem from something like personal that you are going through or have? Well, at that time went through.
Yes.
How you come up with a song saying "sit your $5 ass down before I make change I do"? Because you talk about like I done paid the rent, like I'm doing
Mhm.
things. So where'd that come from?
A situation I was in.
Okay,
A situation I was in. Let's not say necessarily paid the rent in that situation, but in that particular situation, I'm like, bro, like I'm here doing everything I can, and all you can do is not appreciate me in a way where you just and it's crazy because I know a dude that can relate to this. All I need you to do is maybe cook me a home meal or maybe run me some bath water or something, but you complain a lot and you hang out with your friends, your children, that's what I call them. But hey.
that's the thing for me that makes your lyrics relatable because any man who is just being, just being, any man can relate to that.
mm,
It's not just you know what I'm saying. That's not a gender specific.
yeah, I know women that can relate to that too. Like I know you.
Man,
Like
but
I said, some of y'all taking care of these men, but
I thought you were gonna have a drink. Where's your sipper?
All right, man. You know what? Yeah. See,
You
and
know
I
what?
ain't even gonna.
Look here, Dre. Don't allow me to come to the party, and I'm armored
My,
up. I'm
my
ready to.
bad. My bottle in the refrigerator. I
Oh
really could run, but
no, you're fine. You absolutely could, but it's all good. I got my popcorn and my wine, so
yay.
we go sit still. But listen, no, but no. With that being said, um, all jokes aside, like I listened to that song, and I'm just like, who the hell who who couldn't relate to that?
Right.
Who don't like that? Because it's like everybody's had that experience where you got too much dip on your chip, sir. You got too much dip on your chip, boo. Like,
Hold up now.
yes, yes. And so, so I was like, I'm loving it. I get it. I totally get it. Okay, so let's move forward. That gives me more of an R&B soul vibe,
Yeah.
neo
That's
soul R&B vibe.
that's definitely me. Like that's truly what I classify myself as. R&B neo soul artist, but now neo soul southern soul.
You know what? I was speaking with I don't know if you know who Sky Wiley is or whatever. We were just talking about how
Yeah, I know of him. I
yeah.
did a show in Atlanta, and I met him and Nelly.
Okay, yeah. ATL's I'm gonna say ATL's finest. Shout out to but at the end of the day, like we were talking about how, you know, you have R&B, which sometimes flirts a little bit with pop. You got R&B that sometimes flirts a little bit with rock, you know, and Southern Soul is a gumbo melting pot of everything. And at the same time, you can't compromise necessarily the Southern Soul, the blues root of it, the Southern
Mm-hmm.
Soul, you know, boundaries of it. Nonetheless, there's room for people like you who are a little bit different. And when I say different, I'm not talking about no bullshit. I'm talking about different in regard to your talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And all I know how to do is shoot straight. So yeah, it is what it is. But so with that being said, so that song gives me R&B neo soul vibes. Let's talk about your song that you would consider, and that I would consider too, a Southern Soul song.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is Blame It All on Me.
Yep. That's it. Blame it all on me. I had trouble. I
Hold on,
really.
hold on. Before you don't forget your trouble. I give a just a taint, if you will.
Okay.
Yes,
All
please.
right. Each time I'm running back, I just lose a piece of me that I just can't get back. I unpacked your attitude when I made you my girl. Gracefully spoiled your ass when I gave you the world. You so frustrated with your wants, you can't see out your eyes. I provide all you need and all the things you desire. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. You would've run out of litter. I should've left your ass at the stove. Oh, look, hey,
I'm not fooling with you. Not the run up.
wait, you gotta let me get to the good part. I gotta
Okay,
finish
okay,
the
go
hook.
ahead.
I gotta finish all the way through the hook, and then
Okay,
I'll
go
be
ahead.
good.
I'm sorry.
All right. You don't know a good thing till it's gone, but don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you when you walk out that door. Been up since 12:30 in the morning, ain't got no clue what's going on, and talking about all your wants and your needs. Ain't on you, the joke is on me. Blame it all on me. Yeah.
At a certain point in time, you have to take accountability for the bullshit that you have allowed. And
Yes.
it's like, nigga, I'm sorry, no disrespect. But
No, you good.
hey, listen, I can't even put this on you. I don't
Mm-mm-mm.
this blame it all on me.
They're blaming it all on me. Don't
Blame
even
it,
worry about it. Blame it all on me. Just get your stuff and go. I don't
and
want to
now,
do this no more. Just blame it all on me.
that they say one time, shame on you.
Uh-huh.
Times,
Shame on me.
three times can't put the blame on you. I can't put the blame on you at this point. My thing is, and I say this in my book that I'm working on. Y'all be on the lookout for Pearls of Wisdom coming out this at the middle to end of this year. My thing is, why you mad at the clown? Why? When you buying tickets to the circus. You
Mm.
keep buying these freaking tickets to the circus, but you mad at the clown for being the clown. He
Yeah,
is.
I'm gonna use
He
that.
is.
Shout out to Keita. I done got me a lyric real quick.
It's yours. It's yours. No, at a certain point in time, when you reach a certain point in life, age don't have nothing to do with it. It's got to do with wisdom. Because I know some old fools. So at a certain point in time in life, it's like, no, nigga, like, no, I'm gonna have to go and put this here. I'm gonna have to go and own this one. I'm gonna have to own it. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
own it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to and guys, make sure that you stick around because at the very end of this interview, because I we've been on almost for 40 minutes, but at the very end of this interview, y'all gotta hear that song. You got that song because there's so much realness in that song, but it's for the real people who kind
Yeah.
of ready to own, who are ready to own, kind of where they are. But like that song, Drea, check it out. Matter of fact, you can YouTube it right now. It is called what is it called? But put the blame all on me.
Just blame it all on me.
I leave it to me to screw it up.
Mhm.
Blame it all on me. You
Yep.
it. Follow her. Drea, Andrea. Did I get it right?
You did. You did good.
I
You
did.
did good. You did good.
Blame it all on me. That is the title. And when I tell you, you're gonna love it and you're gonna absolutely relate to it. So okay, so Drea, so we are at our plead the fifth moment. And
Okay.
okay, so I don't know if you paid any attention to what we do what I do at the end of the segment or whatever. I always like to ask you questions I ask you five, and you have the opportunity at any time, sweetheart, to plead the fifth. And I'm
This is fun. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And listen, I ain't gonna even press you. I am not the Wendy Williams of Southern Soul podcasting. But But we're about to talk about it. Okay, so everybody, you know how it goes. If you've been on the show or been a part of the show or watched the show, plead the fifth. I ask you five questions. You have an opportunity to plead the fifth at any given point in time. So here we go. Drea. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Let's
have
go. Huh? You
who?
said what now? I didn't hear you. Oh, I'm serious. I didn't hear
Oh, okay. Do you have a girlfriend?
you. No.
Oh, that was easy. And you
Yeah,
said
I
that.
am single.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Look, that was easy, huh? Yeah, I'm single.
that was one. All right. Have you ever decided you were going to dress up, get yourself ready for a night of intimacy or just passion or just whatever the case may be? Maybe it's just camaraderie and you put on anything that was lace regarded or G-string ish, like
Yeah, no.
this is too you like
Yeah, no.
move
No.
it on, move it on.
I
Let's
know.
see.
Look, hey, you think that man? Look, somebody gonna see this. I know a few guys that'll just be like, "Hey, I'm trying to see something."
Yeah, beautiful lady. So of course, like you are. So okay. So this is not. This is we're only on question two, but this is off the record. This is not plead the fifth, guys. So do men come on to you because
Yes. Look,
so
I can't even let you get the words out. Yes, yes. I was at a festival and I still tell my manager to this day. I said, "How did you let him do that?" I coming down the stairs from singing. I opened up for Vince Hutchinson. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a blues singer.
mm,
I was on the
you,
road with him for like a year.
you said who
Vince,
you
Vince Hutchinson.
big touch? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they they know who that is. Vince
No,
Hutchinson. I
I
was on
know.
the road with him.
I now
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was on the road with him for a year, and he had me come and open up for him at a festival in Gonzales, Louisiana. And I come down the stairs, and this man just sneaks a kiss in on my cheek. No questions asked. I was like, but after that picture, because my manager still has that picture, I was like, how the hell y'all let him do that? I was cursing and everything. I was like, you don't know that man might have cooties.
Right. At the end of the day, he could post that picture and y'all a whole couple.
Man, look. Oh man, I've been at events where I've had a lady friend, and I kid you not, I never want women to get jealous of me. Don't get jealous of me. I'm not trying to take over your shine. I promise you. There are men that come want me and would say it right there. I'm not looking at your girlfriend. I'm looking at you.
So what does that do for you? when they say that, like, what does that do for you? Because for some women it would be a boost of self-esteem. For some women it'd be like, nigga, you ain't got no money. For some it'd be like, I don't rock that way. Like, what does it do for you?
I just smile and keep it kicking because I don't know. I'm not a. There are people in the world that are attention seekers, and
Mm,
I'm not one of them. I'm very humble and playful, and I'm just
you just you.
I'm just me. So I'm like, okay, nah, and
Yeah.
I just walk away.
Smile and wave. Just smile and wave. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So what is your type? What is your
My
type?
type. I I'm a red gal, so I like chocolate women. I
Well,
love chocolate women.
oh, I'm
Huh? I love chocolate women with a pretty smile.
okay.
Look
Okay.
thick in the hip, you know. Say,
Okay. Gotcha. But that's a lot of people. Like, um, I'm not like, I'm not one of those people. Like, a light skinned dude, he may as well not. I mean, it has to be something like really major about this person. They're just like, I don't know, but I'm not. So because I'm a yellow chick, I'm just not like, It's like, you my cousin, we kin. Okay. All right. So, if there's
Yes, indeed.
somebody in the industry that you would like to collaborate with, and I'm talking about Southern Soul,
Okay.
who would you like to collaborate with in Southern Soul?
King George.
Yeah, he's hot right now.
Yeah.
He's hot.
No, I take that back. Can I take that back?
You
He
absolutely.
would he would be secondary. Calvin Richardson.
That's the homie right there. Shout out to Calvin.
Yeah.
I'm Calvin. I'm gonna send this to you.
Yeah.
So you could, yeah, because that's more of your vibe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I absolutely love Calvin. I've been listening to Calvin since I don't know how young. I know a lot of his music. He
yeah.
probably look. I've been to his concert front row. He probably remember my face because I held his hand.
Yeah. I know. The thing, I can see. I can see that. Because Calvin is a lot like you. Calvin is, you can't really put him in a Southern soul box. You can't. He's a soul singer, and it's kind of like I mentioned Kim earlier. You can't really put Kim in just an R&B box.
You
You
talking
can't.
about KEM, right?
KEM, yes. You
That guy is oh we yeah he
I
oh my
mean,
god.
he has so many facets to him or whatever. But like, I'm glad you said that because I need to. He's been on my mind lately, and I haven't actually talked to him since our interview. But he's been on my mind, and I need to reach out to him. But yes, he's definitely somebody. Um, so for if I was a spectator and I come, this is plead the fifth still.
Okay, plead the fifth.
I'm
All right.
I Google you, I research you, and I'm like, oh shit, she Southern Soul. Oh shit, she R&B. Like, what would make you? What could you tell me to make me feel like? But she's Southern, like she belongs here. Like she could easily belong here.
I got soul mixed with a little Sir Charles blues, baby.
You said that. I read that somewhere. You said that. You
I
said.
did. Huh?
Have you met him?
Sir Charles?
Yeah.
No. I like his music too. I
You.
like they sing with so much oomph. You know, King George just came out, so I just like not the songs that y'all like because I went and listened to him. He did some remixes to Etta James and all that other stuff. I did some, I do some digging.
Well,
Yeah.
put that on me. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so I like that's the King George I like. You know what I'm
Got
saying? Like Calvin Richardson, he might have came out with like my legs, but I like the don't keep on pushing me.
you.
If you do, I just might fall. That's the Calvin, you know. Yeah.
Do you have blues singers that you like or that you feel like were inspirational?
Shoot, I would say yeah, Sir Charles was definitely
No, like, I'm
inspired.
sorry, female blues. I'm sorry.
Female blues singers. I don't really know too many. If I do, I didn't know they were blues singers. Let me think. Mm, no.
Okay. But that's all right because I'm gonna lace you up on game so you'll know who is who and all of the above. Okay, so my last question is what would you say the biggest that ain't you gonna plead you're not gonna plead the fifth on that. And my goal is so let's just say here we go.
Okay.
Drea is making a more meeting in my bedroom type song. Silk, you're familiar, right?
Yeah.
So that give it your spin. Give it your spin. Give me the first I ain't gonna say 16, but give me the first few lyrics. Give me the chorus. What is it? What does that sound like?
Um. Shoot. Um. That's crazy. You said that. Maybe tonight.
You can always plead the fifth.
I could. I could, but I'm good at this.
Well, let's go.
Let's see. See, first of all, I'm only trying to get you naked, feeling sensual. Take
Okay.
your body to places it's never been before.
Oh.
Slap that ass, then grab it just to let you know I'm really about to act a fool.
you win. You win. You first of all, high five. You
Yo!
well, hot damn, y'all. I did not get her to plead the fifth, but it was worth a try.
Ah,
It was worth a try. But that just kind of lets you know who we're talking to and the type of artist that we're dealing with. This has been so fun. And it's so like it's so good. You guys have got to make sure you follow her. Um, she well, I'll let you tell them all the songs, but like she has really, really good music, and she is from the South. Even though all her songs may not necessarily be Southern soul songs,
mhm.
she's from Hammond. So like she's from the boot. So make sure you follow her and there is a whole market out there for the music that you make. So I want you to continue to make it. Tell them a little bit more that I didn't touch on in regard to how they can find your music, how they can find you, and
Okay.
what you up.
Well, you can find me on all social media platforms across the board at the only I am Drea. That's TheOnly I am Drea. Okay. All across the board. That's if you got a Twitter, I don't really get on there, but I got one. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. So all across the board. YouTube is just Drea.
Okay, so
Drea. So
um this is Women's History Month. It is March, Women's History Month. So before we get out of here, give me something, give us something, give anyone tuned in something that is liberating and that is indicative of who we are, where we've come from as women, not just Black women, but women. But then you add that other layer as Black women, and then you add that other layer as women who are untraditional, for lack of a better term, or women. Give us something before we sign out of here for March.
women, um, I would preferably say Black women. Um, we are unapologetically black, right? We are very smart. We are not these monsters that people make us out to be, right? We are amazing innovators. We are creative. We are so empowering. Women in general, we are so empowering. We are the root sometimes to fix every problem. So we deserve this month. We deserve a celebration more than 1 month out of the year. We are amazing human beings. So yeah.
And we have put this earth on our backs,
Yes.
and we
Absolutely.
carried it for generations, decades, for centuries. Even when, and I'm speaking specifically for Black women at this point in time, even when it was not popular to be a Black woman, they couldn't live without us. They
Right.
couldn't do without us. Some of their kids would have died from malnourishment without us. So we own this. We own this,
Yeah.
Drea. We own
Yeah.
this. And it doesn't matter how you look. You could look like me. Well, I don't know which me you talking about because it could be
Oh my goodness. She's like,
so
which
big
me you
with
talking
good
about?
hair, but I'm every woman, or it could be me, or it could be her. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, own and love who you are. Point blank. Period.
Yes, ma'am.
Point blank. Period. Drea, listen, nothing but love to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
It's been fun. We had a time. It's been fun to me because I've gotten a chance to really get to know you, and I think in the future we're gonna work a lot more together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we absolutely are. And then it don't help that you got locks and they're like peacock green.
Well, they're not, they're braids.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
see, my hair is not locked. I'm not locking my hair anytime soon.
Lock your.
Right.
That's another conversation for another time.
I
Anyway,
want to. I will. It's the steps. It's the steps. It's like a process. But right now, we a little free. The fro and the fedora is kind of the brand right now. So like, like
listen,
cool.
Dora. This is kind of wet a little bit, so I can't. But if it's hard to wear hats. Okay, so I'm gonna get off the subject. So let me just get off. Let me go ahead and do this because yeah, I got something coming up next. But listen, I absolutely love you. You know my number. You call me, you text me, and we will move forward on whatever. You guys follow her. Follow her. You see the genuineness of her spirit, and you see her talent, and she came raw with it. So make sure you follow her. Absolutely love you. I will talk to you soon. Soon and very soon. I laid that song in part two. All right, I'm out. Bye.